In this episode, two Xbox fans talk about PlayStation.
Such a good intro. It was quick fire as well. You beat me to it. Welcome back to the 128KB podcast. We are back once again.
We are.
Due to the lack of popular demand we receive from you, the glorious audience.
Oh, yes.
This is your weekly dose of all things gaming from two festive gamers. Well, I'm not that festive. I'm just wearing antlers. Basically.
I'm wearing exactly the same as
I'm just like a mode of transport for elves.
I like it.
So I did that. That's good.
You've got one broken antler, but it's okay.
Oh, no. I just broke that on the light.
Yes, you did, yeah. And I like how it's not even in the shot, really. So you've got like horns coming out of your head.
It's amazing. I've just got these red... I look like Jessica Rabbit.
Yes, I like that. Can you wear the red dress for next week?
If you want to.
Yes, I'd like that.
Do anything for a $5.
Oh.
And talking about doing anything to get a quick buck.
Oh, Sony are at it again.
Sony are at it again. The big rumours coming out of Twitter land, and we all know that everything is right on Twitter.
It's only truth there.
Absolutely. Is that the PS5 Pro is coming.
Yes.
Now, the news apparently is that dev kits have been handed out to third-party game developers, and we're starting to see leaks appearing, which kind of always coincides with that happening.
Yeah.
It also, as all the conspiratorial gamers out there will know, it coincides with the normal kind of lifespan, the midpoint console refresh that Sony always seem to do.
Yeah.
There's a Slim, and then we saw on the PS4 generation, there was Pro as well.
Yeah. So they've just done the Slim, so it makes sense that a year later they'll do a Pro.
Yeah, so we're hearing that the PS5 Pro will indeed launch this time next year.
Yeah.
Probably a bit early, probably September time.
Maybe, yeah.
So only 9
2024.
months. God, that feels weird. 2024.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
I'm not ready for that yet.
I'm not ready for 2023.
Oh, I'm still getting to grips with 2020.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
God, we'll be almost halfway through it. Wait, that'll mean that the PS5 is 4 years old.
Oh my God.
They still haven't got any exclusive games.
No, exactly.
So why they're releasing a Pro model, I don't know.
Don't know. And let me guess, once the Pro's launched, the PlayStation Portal will be incompatible.
That would be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It won't be, but it would be hilarious. The PS5 Portal will, or the PS Portal, sorry.
PS5 Portal, I like that.
The PS Portal will still be absolutely useless.
Yes.
But you'll be able to use your new wireless Bluetooth, not Bluetooth.
Lossless, yeah.
Lossless earbuds that cost £200. Not even Apple take the mick that much.
Oh, yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
It's bad, man. It's very bad. Anyway, it's a bit of a cash grab. Yes, but hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Go on. I'm listening.
2024.
Yep.
It's going to be a very exciting year for gaming.
Yeah.
We've got potentially the Switch 2, or whatever we call the Super Nintendo Switch.
Please. I'd love it.
Super Nintendo Switch.
It needs to come next year.
Most important release of the year.
Yeah. Doorbell. Do you reckon that's the PS5 Pro?
Let me get a check.
Is it the dev kit? Go, AJ, go.
2024 is going to be a really exciting year.
Yes.
We've got the Switch 2, potentially.
I really hope it is.
Yeah. And the most important release of the year.
What's that?
The most important release of the last, 4 years. Come on.
You're on about Final Fantasy.
I am. Of course
Amazing.
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Yes.
And then in 2025, we know
GTA
6. So the reason I bring up Final Fantasy 7 in that is that we're talking about actual next-gen games now.
Yes.
Finally. Finally coming.
4 years
GTA
later.
6 will be a seminal generational game. And that trailer... Let's hope it's not a day before moment because it looked amazing.
Yeah, no, that GTA trailer looked phenomenal.
I've consumed every ounce of content about Rebirth.
Yes.
And they had another drop in the Game Awards.
It did.
Some more footage, yeah.
Yes.
I watched that several times.
Yes.
It looks like it's going to be amazing. So the idea of playing that on the very best hardware available in its generation and GTA 6 when it lands in the following year makes a lot of sense.
It does. It does make sense. It will be perfect timing.
And do you know what? I know we slam PlayStation hard and all the rest of it.
Yeah, but we've got good reason to recently.
I will probably buy it.
Yeah.
I will probably buy it.
Yeah.
And that'll probably make me a sucker because my PS5 at the moment, we were talking about this just before,
Yeah.
is basically a paperweight.
Yeah.
It's just a glorified
After
paperweight.
Microsoft bought us out,
Yes, it's
Yeah.
the takeover from
Yeah.
Microsoft, and then the other takeover from the day before developers.
Yes.
We only back winners.
But no, I'm with you there. Like, I think the PS5 Pro would actually be like the thing that annoys me, right, is the PS5. What's it say on the box?
I think it says 8K.
It says 8K on the box.
There
doesn't
is.
it?
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Does it run 4K games at 60 frames per second?
No, it doesn't. No,
No, it doesn't, does it?
No.
No. So, yeah, I feel like the PS5 Pro has to natively, without upscaling, be able to achieve true 4K 60 with ray tracing and all the other rubbish fidelity mode on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For it
Ray
to
tracing,
actually
yeah.
be worthwhile.
Yes. So I'm not going to bog down in the specs that have been talked about because we know it's just made up.
Yes.
The leaks.
Yeah.
The
They
leaks
just put
of the
random
specs are
numbers
just-
and
yeah.
letters together. And
Yeah, and a lot of it it's just jargon that doesn't make any sense. But on face value, it does look like it will be able to handle the fidelity things you're talking about, as in like accelerated ray tracing. You're going to have higher frame rate capability. I would argue, looking at the rumored performance of the GPU, you're probably looking at being able to do all that at its best at 1440, at not at like actual 4K.
yeah, but so the PS5 can do that. Like,
Yeah, just about.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
about.
Yeah, but I mean, because that's the thing, is it already does 4K gaming at 30.
Yes.
But that's the fidelity mode. And then if you go performance mode, then it's using upscaling technology and a reduction in asset quality and lighting quality.
Would you buy a PS5 Pro if it could do all of the fidelity stuff, 60 FPS locked
Yes.
with ray tracing
Yes.
and all of those accelerated performance aspects at 4K?
Absolutely.
Would that make it worth it?
Yes. And then, in my eyes, if they can achieve that in fidelity mode, so 4K 60,
Yeah.
all bells and whistles on, then performance mode, that should be able to get 4K 100.
You would hope so.
Do you know what I mean? Like upscaled, I'm talking it's probably a 1440p image
Yep.
upscaled, because TVs these days, you've got VRR TVs with
Yep.
variable refresh rate. You've got 4K TVs that go up to 120 hertz or more, 144, I think some of them do. So yeah, that would be the trade-off that would feel really next gen. That like, okay, this is an upgrade worth playing. You know, imagine playing Call of Duty.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
4K 120 hertz.
Yeah, it'd be
Do you know what I mean?
amazing.
Like 100 FPS.
Yeah. Yes, please.
That could be possible
Yeah.
if this PS5 Pro is actually a true Pro.
So let me talk to you about one other thing that I think the thing that I hate almost as much as the lack of games on the PS5 is how it looks. It is the worst looking console, and I'm going to say this, ever made. It looks worse than the original Xbox.
Wow. What's wrong with the original Xbox?
The original Xbox looks like a briefcase
Microsoft
used
are
by
listening.
Professor Xavier.
True. That's probably why I like it.
That was a geeky reference. I had to really dig deep for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah,
No, the PS5 is ugly and huge, unnecessarily huge.
it's just ridiculous.
I don't
big.
understand why it's so big.
Me either. And I've got it. One shelf of my entire TV stand houses two things.
Yeah.
The Xbox Series X and the PS5. Like back in the day, I could have probably got 4 or 5 games consoles back to back on that size.
No, I get it. Now you're really like high performance computers basically.
Yeah.
I totally understand that you need a lot of space, mainly for cooling.
Yeah.
Mainly for air to move around. Okay, get it. But come on, it doesn't need to be any bigger than the Series X is.
I was going to say, and the Series X is more powerful.
Yeah.
And it's a lot smaller.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be
I know
bigger
it's
than
a
that.
fridge, but honestly, when you look at them side by side, I look at the Xbox Series X and think, "God, that's tiny," and really, it's not.
One thing for certain is that you look back at older consoles and you can judge how well they've aged or not. Like the PS3, the original PS3, you go, it's kind of its time and it fits of its time. It's a bit ugly and angular and stuff. The original Xbox is a bit ugly. Original PlayStation, I think, is beautiful.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I think it's iconic.
Yeah. I even like the Pebble, the PS1.
Yeah, absolutely. I know the PS5 is not going to age well, it's going to always look ugly.
It just annoys me that it's all shapey. Do you know what I mean? Like
weird,
it's all curvy.
Exactly.
Like just
and they've leaned into that with everything they've made.
They have, haven't
From
they?
the earbuds,
Yeah,
the
it's all
portal,
curvy and weird.
the headphones.
Yeah.
All weird, curvy. Okay. And then they've done the Slim, which, let's be honest, is just a cash grab.
Well, yeah.
Can we be honest about it?
It's the same thing, but smaller,
And
more
slightly
ugly.
more expensive.
Yeah, more expensive and more useless because you need to have the internet to attach the disk drive.
Okay, so you need the internet to
So that's
install
now
this drive.
redundant.
Yeah. Because they've made it a slightly different shape, slightly,
Okay, yeah.
it doesn't lie down.
No.
So you need to stand it up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. You need to spend $25 on the stand.
On the stand,
to stand it up.
Yes, it's more expensive,
Yes.
but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Great.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So my point, my long-winded point, as they always are on the show, is what about aesthetics for the PS5 Pro?
It needs to be able to sit on its side without a stupid stand. Even the original PS5, you've got to sit that stupid stand. At least it comes included.
Yeah.
But that thing sucks as well.
Sucks
It's
bad.
rubbish.
Yeah.
Like, because we can't have ours vertically. We have to have it horizontal.
It doesn't lie nicely.
If you like touch it, like with a hair, it just falls off the stand.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, great. Do you know what I mean? It's so annoying. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So shape-wise, it needs to change.
Yeah.
Like it must do, even if it's curvy on one side, but then like square on the other.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There needs to be some sort of angle so they can.
There needs to be a flat surface.
Yes, so that it can go up or down either way. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of an odd one.
When I look at when I just look at PlayStation in isolation, and I think about what I want the PS5 Pro to look like if it indeed happens, I think it needs to look like the PS4 Pro. I think really that's probably one of the nicest looking consoles they've made in recent years, like in recent generations. The PS4, I think in general, looked beautiful for a games console.
Yeah, it was good.
It's kind of more what I'd expect Xbox to do, to be honest.
Yes, yeah.
Kind of, it's mean and sleek, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
If the PS5 Pro looked like that, maybe with that same white color idea, white and black that they've got now, white, black and blue, whatever they're using. If it was like that, you go, yeah, okay, that looks cool as.
But they could even keep the weird like angular horny bits in the middle and stuff but then like square it off elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? It could even be like a freaking cube, not that they would do that because of Xbox, but it could be like a cube but with these like accents on it with maybe some RGB in it or something.
Can we also make a pledge that they get rid of the gloss? The gloss on the Slim is so ugly.
But gloss in general sucks.
Yeah.
Like you pay 200 odd quid for that Pro controller that they make.
Yeah.
And it's got like glossy.
It's so cheap.
It's horrible.
It looks
We've seen
cheap.
secondhand ones in the shop down the road, and they're all grim and grimy. Where someone's just put it on the on display, and there's like fingerprints all over it, and all the dust is like sat on it. It's gross.
Yeah,
like,
gloss is not good.
No,
man.
not on premium devices.
No, it needs to be matte.
It's like kids' toys.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean this. I know it's really superficial to talk about because really it doesn't matter what it looks like, but. This is let's be honest, it ends up being a piece of furniture in your house.
Absolutely.
For me, it's a paperweight.
Yes, yeah.
But it is a piece of furniture that's probably going to sit under your television in your lounge or wherever. You're going to see it every day.
Yeah.
Right now, the PS5 is so ugly that it probably annoys your partner that it's sat there. Like, could we get rid of that thing?
What is that? Yeah.
What's this thing?
Why does the DVD player look like something out from the 80s?
It does look like it's out of the 80s. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Why have you got a VHS player in it? Oh, no, that's my PS5 Pro.
Yeah, they've got to change the look of it. They really do.
They won't.
No, they probably won't.
They've gone in way too deep on this aesthetic. Like from the portal to the earbuds.
They've lent in it hard, haven't they? But again, they can keep that. Like, I'm not adverse to the white and black aesthetic. Like, I quite like it.
Yeah.
I even kind of don't dislike the weird shape until you own one.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, it doesn't sit properly. It looks a bit stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it just seems a bit weird. So I feel like physically it needs to be different as well to know which one you've got.
Distinguish between them.
I cannot speak.
No, you
to
can't.
distinguish.
It's a shame that you host a podcast, really, isn't it?
So bad, isn't it? But yeah, so to set them apart, there needs to be some sort of visible, differences. unlike what Steam Deck have done, where they've just put like an orange
It's the
power
same
button.
chassis.
It's the same thing. I've got an orange button.
Yeah, it does, they do need to be distinguishable. I think the difference between the original PS5 and the Slim, if I'm honest, is so negligible. The size difference is so negligible. The fact that it costs a little bit more and you've got this detachable disk drive and all the rest of it. And
who's actually buying that other than new adopters? Because I see posts on the internet where people literally say, just upgraded to the Slim.
Why are you doing that?
You've not upgraded, you've downgraded.
Unless they had a PS4 before.
No. They've got the PS5 next to it, the original. Just upgraded to the Slim from the original.
Does that mean there's going to be loads of PS5s going for cheap?
Probably, yeah.
I have to keep my eye out. I'd quite fancy another one.
Yeah.
You know, both ends of the paper to wait down.
yeah. Book, the bookends, yeah. No, but
I realised what I was saying as soon as the words came out. I don't even use one. Why would I want to?
But yeah, really, like, I get it. There's a Slim version. I don't know why it's more expensive. That makes no sense. But it's not an upgrade. It's literally a downgrade because that disk drive is redundant over time when it's no longer supported. And you buy the non-disk drive version. If you buy the disk drive, to attach it and for it to work, you must download. Like, it must connect to the internet and be accepted into it.
Savage.
Whereas if you buy the original one, you could buy that in 50 years and provided it turns on and you've got a Blu-ray DVD, it would work.
Yeah.
So it's not an upgrade. It's a downgrade.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it is.
If you've got the original.
I genuinely expected the Slim to retail at the same price as what they had slashed the PS5 down to.
Yes. That would make sense.
I can't remember what it went down to in the end.
It's like 80 quid less or something.
Yeah, I think it was 400 or maybe 380 there were at some point.
I can't remember what it was. Yeah,
I'm sure there was a 380 deal I saw.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think I've seen it
which
go
is
down to that.
Incredible value.
Mental.
At that price point, you go, yeah, do it. And if they brought the Slim out and went, now only 380, or maybe a bump up to now only 400 forever, and I'll go, okay, there's some sacrifices that they've made to it, but it is actually almost £100 cheaper than it was.
They should have bundled it with the Portal.
Oh my days. You're a genius.
That's what they should have done.
You're a marketing genius.
Hire me, Sony.
I thought you said a Japanese word for a minute.
Hire me, Sony.
Yeah, I was like, wow, you speak Japanese as well.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah. Okay.
Konnichiwa.
Arigato.
Yeah, that's it. I can count a bit. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. There you go. That's about as far
You've got
as
itchy sand knee.
Yeah, I have itchy knees. Yes.
Itchy sand knee.
Yeah.
Wow, there you go. So between us, said hello, thank you, and count to 4.
But yeah, in all seriousness, they should have just bundled it.
That would have been amazing.
Imagine that.
That's a good deal.
I would have. Don't even release. Well, okay, release the Portal separately, but make it a push as look at the new Slim with this new controller.
Almost like this is how we want you to play it.
Yes, but no, they didn't do that.
No.
Nah.
And they're holding on strong to the idea of the Portal just being remote play, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've not budged on that.
I don't get it.
They've not apologised for it.
They don't care.
And I've seen nothing but like laggy drop frame.
Oh, it looks awful.
Okay. Did you watch Bob Wolf's review?
Yeah, the Wolf Den.
Amazing.
That is one of the best videos on the internet.
Yeah.
That's great.
It literally is, because for those of you who hadn't seen it, definitely check it out.
Just watch it.
It's an amazing channel as well. And he got sent the Portal by Sony.
And he slates it.
And so he has to say, technically I'm supposed to say this is an advert, but it really isn't an advert.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say, Sony sent me this to review.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sony. I do like your products, but
They're not this one.
This sucks. And it's so bad. Yeah, it's so bad. I'm actually really curious of those of you watching on YouTube, who has bought the Portal and what your experiences are with it. Because obviously if you've bought it, you're going to probably look for the good bits, because you've spent, I know I would if I'd spent the money on it.
Yeah.
Unless it's overwhelmingly negative, I'll be looking for the good.
Yeah. And again, I think, as I've said before, this is for the people that are fully in the PlayStation network and they don't know anything else other than it. They know no better.
Yeah.
Therefore, that's great. Do you know what I mean? For little Billy that's not really nerdy into everything, and he gets a new Portal and he goes, oh, now I can play it when mum and dad are watching X-Files.
Yeah.
You know, that's great. You know, I as a kid, that would have blown my mind. So that's fantastic. But for people that do know better, no. Like my Steam Deck OLED, Chiaki, the software that basically lets you connect and remote play to your Steam Deck, has just added HDR support because it's an HDR OLED display. So I can stream my PS5 to my Steam Deck in HDR. The Portal can't do that. Doesn't even have an OLED screen.
So you're going to have HDR on your OLED.
A 90 hertz OLED, yeah.
And do you have to buy an app?
No, it's free.
It's a free app for your Steam Deck. You couldn't write that. That's too
ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy. So unfortunately, I'm not getting a Portal, no.
No, or if you want to stream your Xbox, you can watch Andy's video recently on his channel about basically how to turn your Steam Deck into a $5 Xbox Portal.
Yes, it's so good. Remote play and Game Pass with zero effort.
That's so good, man. Okay, back to the PS5 Pro. I'll be honest, I'm actually excited by the prospect of it.
I am.
And I probably will end up getting one if it's even half as significant as upgrade as it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I probably just will.
Yeah.
And I think at that point I hope at that point there'll be enough games to justify its existence.
It has to nail it for me. It has to be 4K 60.
The other thing is, and I take a lot of confidence from this thought, if you had bought a PS4 Pro when it launched, which would have been probably 6 years ago?
Something like that, yeah.
If you bought PS4 Pro then, you could justifiably still be using it now and it'd still be a good gaming experience.
Yes. Yep.
So if you buy with that knowledge, you could probably buy a PS5 Pro and know you've got 6 years in it.
Absolutely, yeah. I think if you're rocking a PS4 Pro, now's the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, like if the PS5 Pro comes out, that's the one you should go for. Absolutely.
And
that would be a justifiable upgrade. Yeah.
I remember saying to you when I couldn't get hold of the PS5 at launch and that like year that I waited.
Yeah.
How many times did I say, I think I'm just going to buy a PS4 Pro and just wait it out?
Yes. Yeah.
And, you know, I can't think of a single game I couldn't have played.
On that, yeah.
Is there a single game I couldn't have played?
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I never played it. No.
Exactly,
I know it's a good game.
Yeah, it is really good.
That's probably the only one I couldn't have played.
Can't think of any actual exclusives.
And would it have been
the only one
that much of a less of an experience?
Probably not.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say the only thing that would swayed you was retrograde.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing you would have needed a PS5 for.
You mean Final Fantasy VII retrograde?
Yeah.
I played that on PS4. And then it upgraded. The first remake, there's retrograde and intrograde, and it's the same game. One part's just a DLC download with another character for Yuffie.
Right. What's the new one coming out?
Rebirth.
I got it mixed up. So Rebirth is the one that you would have needed the PS5 for.
Yes, that'd be the first time I would have truly have needed it.
Yes.
And maybe if I'd jumped into Spider-Man, I was tempted, but it's still at £70, so I'm not that interested.
No.
My other argument is, on the Xbox side of things, I'm using a Series S.
Yeah.
Which is the equivalent of like using a PS4 Pro to play some of these games now.
Yeah.
So like playing Starfield on the Series S is probably as similar to experiences playing some of the new games now.
Yes.
On a PS4. Yeah. Like, I don't know if you played God of War or...
Yeah. That's probably a fair comparison, you know?
So, point being, when the PS5 Pro comes, it's a justifiable purchase. And if you're the type of person that could only buy one of these consoles every, 5, 6, 7 years, which I understand they're expensive, it's probably a good time to buy it.
Yeah.
Because it will last.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think the Pro models are the best ones to get and then just wait it out for the next Pro model. You know? Because they're the most powerful of that generation and it's the last one they'll do.
Yeah.
And really, it's only an incremental jump to the next system anyway.
What do you think retail's going to be on it?
Well, what's the current PS5 at now?
It's back up to 480, isn't it?
480. So
is that right? Yeah.
Must be, yeah. Yes.
It's gone back up to full price.
Yeah, and if you want the stand, it's another 20 quid.
So
500 quid. So £500. By the time this launches, it's been a year. I reckon the current one will drop in price.
Down to the 380 mark.
Probably. Maybe 400.
Yeah.
Just round it off at 100, 400. And then I reckon it will be 570.
Wow.
For a PS4 5 Pro.
I guess if you link it to inflation, it's cheap. compared to what some of the consoles were in the past.
But yeah, nearly 600 quid. I bet you.
But on face value, that's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
That's PC money now.
It's PC money, absolutely. Yeah, you're entering into PC money, especially if you're looking at all the rubbish that they sell with it, the port, all the VR, all the headphones, the extra controller, the Pro controller.
It's PC
money. Do you know what I mean? You're massively into PC money.
It's weird, isn't it? For me, there's a psychological barrier of £500. Much like with games, there is a psychological barrier of £50 for games and £500 for consoles.
Yes.
Once you get over that, I really start.
You have
about
to.
It.
Yeah. It's a lot of money. It's not throwaway money, is it? It's a commitment.
Yeah.
And that's why people get so fan basey. It's because you've invested.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Into that ecosystem, just like with Apple and anything that costs a lot.
Yeah.
You're entering that sort of area.
Yeah.
And that's where you shall remain. So you've got to justify your purchase choice. Do you know what I mean?
I want to round up the conversation with the final part being just excitement, just positivity.
Yes.
Just this thought.
Yep.
GTA 6 on the PS5 Pro.
That's what I was thinking too.
That is going to be a mega sale.
That will be the pinnacle because GTA 6 won't release on PC at launch.
No.
They're going to make people double dip like they did with 5.
Yes.
So it's going to be Xbox and PS5 and that's it.
Yeah.
So at this point, Xbox have said they're not releasing a next gen, not a next gen, like a Pro model.
Yeah, a refresh.
Yeah, refresh. That's what I was looking for. So it's going to be PS5 Pro up against the current Series X. And the PS5 Pro will finally be more powerful than the Series X by a fair shot, I would say.
Yeah.
So GTA 5, GTA 6 would be enough to get people to purchase and upgrade. I would.
Yeah.
I absolutely would. If GTA 6 comes out with the Pro,
do you know
what I mean, near enough at the same time, I would highly consider, if not absolutely sell the PS5 currently and upgrade just to play GTA 6 because it'll be night and day different. That will be like Xbox Series S to X level.
Yes.
But from Series X to PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's how much of a gap
it may even be a bigger gap than S to X.
It might even be a bigger gap, yes. Yeah.
Maybe the E in between the S and the X.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it's like when you're playing it,
yeah. I totally agree. GTA 6 is... Wow. It's going to be generational, that game. Like it's just going to have such a huge impact. The story, I was never one for the multiplayer mode, particularly.
Oh, me either. It's just the main game.
Yeah. But I've played that storyline maybe 2 or 3 times through. I could play it again now.
Oh yeah, it's great.
So enjoyable. And what's beautiful is that technically it's a linear game in an open world. And that's what I like about it.
Yes.
If I want to just go A to B through the story,
you can just do it.
It's probably like 20 hours.
Yeah, you could just cane the story.
Or if I want to spend forever doing one thing, like, I don't know, flying a plane around for no reason, I can.
Yeah. Or trying to make a jump or drive the car off the certain ramp or whatever. Yeah, you can do so much.
And remembering how mind-blowing that was when the PS4 first came out, that game, how mind-blowing it was. So just thinking about what that experience is going to be like on 6 with potentially a PS5 Pro.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
That's true next gen stuff there. And that's why I would upgrade for that.
Yeah.
That would be so good. Really would be.
And there'll be that. There'll be those you can catch up with Rebirth if you've not played it yet. Like Andy still hasn't played the first remake.
I haven't even finished Crisis Core.
Or Crisis Core. I like the way you're going for like a chronological order kind of thing.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're about to run out of time.
I know.
It's all going to get spoilt for you in a minute.
I know. It will do, yeah.
My other point is that Rebirth isn't the end of the story. They're not doing the full story. They're doing it in 3 releases.
Oh, yeah, so there's going to be another part.
There'll be another part coming, the final part, the epic part.
In another couple of years.
I hope it's not as long. But if Rebirth is as big and as incredible as they're teasing it out to be and all the bits that have come out from its show, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth the wait.
And then imagine playing that on the PS5 Pro.
Oh, my days.
4K 60 locked in, ray tracing and all that stuff.
I tell you this, I'm not just excited, I'm a little bit nervous about it.
Ooh.
It needs to be that good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does need to be that good. Yeah,
I'm nervous because there's been a few that I've been waiting for, and that they rarely live up.
Flashback 2.
Flashback 2. RoboCop. The trailers for RoboCop looked insane.
I've still not played it, but
Do you
I'll
know
take your
what?
word.
All the critical reviews are like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I'm like, what have they missed here? I don't understand
because they
it.
watched the movie the night before playing it.
I think
it's
it
probably
might
just
be.
heavy nostalgia. Do you know what I
It
mean?
might be that.
I think that's all it is, yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't watched the movie since I was a kid.
I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah, I mean, literally probably since I was like 12 was the last time I watched the movie.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
18, because it's an 18 certificate.
Yes. So last week. Yes.
Yes, since I was 18 last week.
We were 18 last week.
Yes, definitely were. Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't injure myself sitting down a minute ago like someone in their 30s. No, not me.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Right, these antlers are hurting my head now.
Yeah, same.
PS5 Pro is exciting. I'm excited.
Yes.
It's going to happen. We're seeing leaks. So, what do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below.
That's nice.
Yeah. That is if you're on YouTube. If you're not, if you're on Spotify or Apple, wherever.
Rate us.
Rate us. He's right. It's the best thing you could do to spread the Christmas cheer.
Yeah.
I've just aged this episode horribly.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, fair one. I'm wearing antlers.
What was our last week's podcast motto? What was it? Wash, wipe, and rate.
Well, I mean, most people we've found through looking at the analytics actually listen to this show on the toilet.
Yes.
And so 30 minutes ago, you sat down to do your ablutions, and now you have finished. So it is time to wipe, wash, and rate the show.
Do it.
Wipe, wash, and rate.
Yes, that's
Don't
it.
get that wrong, because it can actually go very wrong. Right, whop, and rape.
Yeah.
Don't want to be doing that.
You don't want to be doing it.
Especially not if you're on the toilet.
Yes. Yeah, no.
If you're on YouTube, the buttons below,
Yes.
press them. All of them apart from the thumbs down. If you do press thumb down, press it twice.
Yes.
And then click here and watch one of these.
Oh, just watch them.
Yeah, some other videos of us talking about games. So until the next time, we'll see you next time.
Bye.